After 3 years, we're still here in Germany. And we are planning to stay. I still consider it one of the best countries to live in. What was very unexpected to me is that the prices on the food are good. Yes, of course, with the war they became increased, but anyway, they're still manageable and the food availability is great. I still remember this time when we just came here and we entered Kaufland, and the assortment of products have been amazing to us. And what's also nice as a woman in a kitchen is that you can buy things that already pre-chopped. This saves you time a lot, and I think that's great. In the vast majority, people are educated. You might find lots of people who speak English and other languages independent of the age. That's very pleasant. Everything is built on trust. That's just phenomenal. This makes you believe in people. This makes you be less stressed about life. For example, we just went bouldering yesterday and we left our stuff right there where lots of people are. And I also noticed that my husband didn't zip the bag and the wallet has been there and nobody took it. And that's just incredible that people don't steal stuff. Of course, you might find that your bike can be stolen, but I've been witnessing some people stealing bikes and putting lots of them like to here and to here to the train. But these people were not Germans, okay? People genuinely smile to you, and that's nice. And it sometimes even elevates your mood when you go out of the house and you need to go to work and you don't feel that motivated, and then some stranger smiles to you and you smile back, and that just makes your day sometimes, and that's genuine. That does not present in my home country. Although I've been telling that Germans are not seeking to make friends, they are still very, very helpful, but only if you ask them. If you ask a specific thing that you need help in, they will help you, and most of the time you can trust them. I think that's the quality of the character which is so beneficial to have in one person, but when that happens in the whole nation, this is just phenomenal. If they promise things, they make it. If they say that they will do it, they will do it, and that's incredible. Blah 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 blah. Patriarchy. Oh, that's my favorite topic. I've always been a feminist because I'm a biologist, and you cannot be not feminist when you're a biologist, because you know what biological strengths women have that men don't. Sorry, man. Anyway, I feel that women here are very strong, not only emotionally but physically as well. They carry heavy things and they're fine with it. There is no one who will, they don't rely on men opening the doors or, oh, can you grab this for me? Of course it can happen, but in most of the time women can do things themselves, and that's just incredibly empowering. It's been mind-opening, and you cannot just ignore it once you're here, that the gender equality is much better than in some parts of the world. Of course, you might find situations where men will let you sit in a train or something like that, or they can help you carry stuff, but these are mostly immigrants from different cultural background, and you see, okay, patriarchy, nice, but I can do it, you know, I can do it. And I like that the parenting is also distributed more or less equally. Of course, I think women are always more suffering, but in any case, men still share lots of responsibilities with women in regards to household, and that's amazing. Something that you also can grasp very fast once you're here is the values of people. Yeah, people prioritize work less, that's for sure. Whether that's good or bad, we can speak some time else, but you can notice that people appreciate health and sport. Lots of families have bikes, lots of families go skiing, and generally people hike a lot, people walk a lot. And that's something that you come here and you realize, okay, I have a belly, and oh, I better go stairs, and you might even want to reshape your life to become more sporty, and that's exactly what happened to us. We lost 10 kilos once we came here because, yeah, you see how healthy in vast majority people are. Of course, there are obesity cases that are, I think, still much more prominent compared to some other countries, but on average, people are very healthy and they're prioritizing their health, and that's nice. Salaries. Salaries might be the reason why you want to go here, and I totally agree. I think salaries are good. In different parts of Dienstleistungen, what's that? word in English, different services. For example, I'm a PhD student and my husband works in a company. 30% of our income comes to the apartment. Some part of, which is not significant amount, comes to the food because we don't eat a lot. And we still manage to save a lot. I think the third, we're still managing to save. And that's incredible, although I'm a student. We travel very frequently and we are not being cheap without travels. We try to travel nice and book nice hotels. So I think especially if you don't have kids, it's great. Speaking about kids, I think, again, it's not German trend, but I think it's a trend of developing countries that upon reaching a certain level of income or stability, people don't want to have kids anymore. And I understand it, because why would you do that if the world is collapsing, the climate is collapsing? Having kids is expensive, kindergartens are almost impossible. And as a woman, for example, you have an opportunity to stick to your career and build it, or make a business and to be such a fulfilled woman. And I totally understand why people don't make kids once they are past a certain threshold of, education, income. And this is something that you can notice here, that the truly population gets older. We know that, right? We all know that. So you might think you want to have kids living in your home country, but once you come here and you see land of opportunity, you might reconsider. And that's exactly what happened to me. And at this point in life, I think I don't want to have kids anymore. So yeah, in some case, I think Germany reshaped me and liberated me from some pre-written requirements that society expects from women, and that was totally erased. Now I feel more equal to men in a way that both of us have opportunities equal. Of course, salaries and well, that topic is another topic. I think when it comes to salaries between men and women, the gap, perhaps I'll make a video about the biology of being a woman, but generally speaking, women are less likely to argue for the salary, because it's in part of our biology. We are avoiding conflict. Somehow we evolutionized to think that we are not capable of fighting, and we find other ways to fight, when it comes to direct confrontation about, hi boss, I want to have a bigger salary. Women tend to do that less often. Women have less of the confidence generally and have more anxiety, have more of a risk aversion behavior. Yeah, that's all biology. It's not me. It's not. And that I can understand why, of course, that happened, because we are taking care of the kids from evolutionary standpoint, right? That we have taken care of kids for millions of years. When you are avoiding conflict, when you are avoiding dangerous situation, that might be beneficial to survival. And yeah, so okay, that was a completely different thing. Working conditions. You might have heard of this before. Just a quick summary, that we have 1 month of Urlaub, vacation. We have unlimited amount of sick days, and you don't even have to bring in doctor letter every time, because it depends on the amount of days that you have been sick. Nobody punishes you for anything. It's very difficult to fire you. That's why it's also very difficult to find a job sometimes, because they are trying to be more selective, and that's fine. The work-life balance situation is something that I discovered here. I haven't even thought about this concept before, but I think that's a bit of a lie. It's a bit of a lie. Perhaps it depends on the sphere of work and healthcare. I know people complain about it a lot, and I on purpose haven't included that in the previous video, because I think healthcare is great. Some might think that, oh, you can't get an appointment and la. In the vast majority of cases, people don't need appointments. That's just the statistics in the world, because if you have cold, I'm sorry, there is nothing to do. You just need to sit on your butt. And there are still services where to take the sick leave, you can do it online. And you absolutely don't have to overbook. You will be covered from all the nasty stuff in this life. People with chronic diseases will be having the best care, the best medications, and that's amazing. Lots of things depend on you, how responsible you are yourself, but healthcare works. People are taking time to you, and that generates lots of waiting time. But you can understand that, okay, I'll wait, I'll be having a book, so every time you go to the doctor, grab a book, grab a work book, anything. I wonder what are your healthcare stories are, because from where I come from, healthcare is a disaster, and people with chronic conditions, our government just wants them to die out. They don't do anything to support people with needs. I mean, they do, they try. right? But yeah, it's completely also a different topic. But in Germany, people with diseases are taken care of, and that you can appreciate. All right, I hope I've been convincing enough why Germany is one of the best countries in the world. If you like this video, please share, please like it. Okay, bye. I completely forgot to say about very important things. First of all, you don't need car in Germany. Of course, you might need it for some specific purposes if you live on a hill or if you have a bajillion of kids, but public transportation is very, very well organized, and the biking roads are very nicely organized as well. So a nice bike will do. It's fascinating how easy and how cheap it can be to travel anywhere else. There are low-cost flying companies, train tickets, everything is so affordable. For example, we have Deutschland ticket, you pay 59 euros per month. You can use any regional train except of the high-speed ones across all Germany, and you can use any tram, every bus in the whole Germany just for 59 euros. How cool is that? Job availability and again, job possibilities are limitless. Of course, it might be difficult to find a job, but it's possible. It's very possible. If this video collects 100 likes, we will make a video on how we found jobs in Germany, the jobs that we like, which is important. Industry in Germany is very well developed. Your job can be really meaningful, and because how everything is interconnected, how businesses are interconnected and relying on each other, you can find something you really like, you can lead projects, you can create new ideas. So everything is in your hands, especially if you are a workaholic. You can make it work. Work-life balance is something that you might enjoy, but if you are the type of person who does not need that much of the rest, like me, you will be very well rewarded, and isn't that great? Germany is a dog-friendly country. I always wanted to have a dog. Dogs are very welcome here. There are lots of parks where you can walk your dog, and people love them. Generally, buying things is accessible. You might want to buy anything and it will be delivered to you very fast. It's convenient. Second-hands. So if you like thrifting, in the previous video I complained about fast fashion, but you can thrift really nice things. Of course, depends on the city, depends on the shop itself, but that culture is very well developed. Germans also like selling their stuff. People buy second-hand things that you might not believe that other people might need it, but instead of throwing it away, somebody can buy it and it's nice. You can always make some money from it. Compared to lots of other European countries, it's very easy. It's much easier to get citizenship, and that's what we're planning to do.